Hey everyone, so in this video I am going to show you how to use the SSH command in terminal to remote access the Linux machines that we use in lab. So what happens when you do this is that you'll be able to do your homework assignments on your local machine. You won't have to go down to the clusters, and everything that you save here will be available for you on the cluster machines when you go during lab, just in case you need to use them. Sorry about my background, by the way. I know it's kind of colorful. This is my first time making a video, but these are actually all of my drawings, by the way, and they are all drawings. But anyway, so this process is really pretty simple. All you have to do is go to your terminal in your computer, wherever that may be. If you have a dock of any sort, I recommend you putting it on there just for easy access, because you're pretty much going to need it for every day of the course from now on. Alright, so in your terminal, the command is really pretty simple. It goes something like SSH and then a space. And then you're going to put your Andrew ID, whatever that may be. Mine is FRW, so I'm going to put that. And then at unix.andrew.cmu.edu. And just make sure you substitute this with your own Andrew ID. Don't type in mine. So you're going to press in enter. And if this is your first time remote accessing, it will ask you for verification. So basically just type in yes, Y-E-S, and then press enter, and then you'll get something like this. This is asking you for your password, and when you start typing your password, it actually won't show up. You won't be able to see it just for security reasons, but just go ahead and type it in anyway. It is getting the input. So when you do, it'll get something like this, assuming that you typed in your password correctly. If not, it'll just say like permission denied, and just type it in again. And you'll get it eventually. But so it'll say something like this: welcome to Carnegie Mellon University, Linux timeshare pool. You're now running Red Hat Enterprise, which is basically what we use when we're on the lab computers. So if I say ls here, you can see that these are all of my files that I have in AFS. This is the folder for 15110, so I can cd to that if I want to. And I think I showed you guys the shortcut for this too, but I'm just going to mention it because it's just easier. But CD stands for change directory, and if you're looking for one of the directories or files in this folder, if you start typing it, like if I start typing 15, assuming that there are no other directories or files in this directory that start with 15, I can press tab and it will enter the rest of it automatically for me. So that's just a shortcut. We can press enter, ls. This is everything that I have for the course. So yeah, that's how you would access something like that. You basically do everything that we do in lab, save it like that on terminal, and you'll be able to access it both from home and during lab as well. So that's pretty much it for this. I'm going to put this aside. The other thing that I want to show you in this lab, or in this video, for any Mac users, this is the GUI version of basically how to transfer files back and forth between your local machine and the AFS storage that you have. So this is basically an application just called Fetch. There's a link that I believe I put up on Salon. You can just click on that, find the one that says Mac, and it'll say Fetch, download. You just install it basically. And then when you do, you'll be able to click it and get something like this to show up. It'll ask you for your host name. So in this case, it's unix.andrew.cmu.edu. Just like how you remote accessed. And then your username, again, mine is FRW, just make sure you put in yours. And then for connection, you want to use SFTP. I think the default is FTP, so just make sure you set that to SFTP. It won't ask you for it again, so you just have to do that once. And then enter your password again. And assuming that I did this right, enter my password correctly. Alright, so it'll give you something like this, and this is basically what you just saw in the terminal as well, except in a GUI format that is much easier to navigate. So like if I open up terminal again, I can see that in my top directory I have 15110, my documents, my library, blah blah blah, and that is all here as well. And it's pretty intuitive to use. Basically, if I want to put something from my local machine on to here, say I want to put something in 15110, and I want to put it in the written assignments folder, I would just go up here, say put, and then it'll give me something like that. It's just like uploading pictures to Facebook, so pretty easy. On the contrary, if you want to get something or download something from the files that you have in AFS, you just click a file, and then the get the get input will be available. You just click that and it'll download it. It'll copy it. So it'll copy anything that you transfer back and forth. So you won't have to worry about losing whatever you have in AFS or in your local machine. So yep, that's pretty easy to use. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions about anything, please ask us in lab. But hope that was helpful, and see you guys tomorrow in lecture.